To kick off 2026, I think it only makes sense to talk about some of the big games coming out this year. Or more specifically, I want to talk about my most anticipated game of 2026. But before we go into that game, I want to talk about some of the runner ups, some of the other big games I'm really excited for this year. Starting with 007 First Light, a game being released by IO Interactive, and I'm really interested to see what they can do with the next big Bond game. It's been a while since we've gotten a James Bond game, so that's why I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm kind of curious to see what IO Interactive can do, being that they have a lot of past experience with stealth games, right? With the Hitman series. And they said they want to bring some of that into James Bond without, making it another Hitman style game. So, really excited for that one. We also got Marvel's Wolverine, of course, the big Wolverine game, and the footage we've seen of that game looks incredible, looks really fun. They've nailed the last couple Spider Man games, so to see what they can do with a new Marvel character with Wolverine, one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. Really excited for that game as well. We've also got the Duskbloods coming out this year from FromSoft. And that'll be an interesting one. It's a multiplayer game from what I understand. I really don't know too much about it, but anything from Soft at least perks my ears up. But the fact that it's a multiplayer game, I don't know if that's going to be one for me. I prefer my single player FromSoft games, but I'm willing to give it a deeper look once we get some more information there. And of course, we have the big Capcom release, Resident Evil Requiem, and this one's really high up on my list. Like, this almost could have been my most anticipated game of the year. Mainly because I really enjoyed Resident Evil Village. Played all the way through that one. Absolutely loved it. Loved the world. Loved the environment. The story was pretty good. But just the gameplay was awesome. Fighting werewolves, fighting all these different monsters. So to see what they can do with the next Resident Evil game, my hopes are high for that one. Can they surpass Resident Evil Village? We're going to see. But I'm really, really excited for Resident Evil Requiem. But without further ado, let's go into my most anticipated game of 2026, which is, of course, none other than Grand Theft Auto 6. And yes, the game has been delayed a couple different times. Initially, it was supposed to come out last year in 2025, but it seems like we're going to be getting it near the end of this year in 2026. So, really excited for this one to come out. And I've got a pretty long, colorful history with GTA. And I didn't start with the very first Grand Theft Auto game, but I jumped in with the second game, GTA 2, and I actually picked it up and played it on PC years and years and years ago. So that's where I started with GTA, and I've played every GTA since, GTA 3, San Andreas, Vice City, 4, 5, you name it. And Rockstar's really set the bar high with these GTA games. How they're going to surpass GTA 5, how they're going to even surpass, the original Vice City, beats me. But if anyone can do it, I think it's them. So, really excited for GTA 6. Now, what excites me for the game is, of course, that they're taking it back to Vice City, taking it back to, Miami, basically. And the Vice City world, that game was absolutely awesome. I loved how they kind of had the original Vice City connected to Scarface and the story a little bit, and there was a lot of little hints, a lot of little, love letters back to Scarface. So taking it back to Vice City, except expanding on the world, making it bigger, it's going to be absolutely awesome. And from what I understand, they're expanding actually outside of even Vice City. So the game's essentially going to take place in the whole state of Florida. But of course, they're not calling it Florida. So you're going to have the city environment that we've seen, that we knew and loved from the Vice City game. But we're going to have everything else that Florida has to offer. So we're going to be seeing, the Everglades, all these different Florida environments, gators, swamps, all that awesome stuff. And of course, all the nut jobs and weirdos that Florida has to offer. So, going to be a really exciting game in that regard. And there's just so much I'm looking forward to in this game because Rockstar has always been the epitome. They've always showed, what a good sandbox game can and should be. And for them to spend as long as they have, working on this game, my hopes are high. I don't want to get my hopes too high because I don't want to be let down, but I think we've seen enough GTA games. Whereas gamers, as you know, consumers, we know what to expect from a GTA game. I don't think they're going to drop the ball on this one. I think they're going to deliver. So that's why I'm really excited for the game. And something else that I gotta, give some kudos to Rockstar is that from watching the trailers, it doesn't look like they've gone PC on us like a lot of other developers have. The trailer looks just like, the other Rockstar GTA games, right? You see all the same things. You got girls, you got strip clubs, you got guns, you got, of course, cars, stealing cars, all the things we know and came to love from Rockstar Games. So I'm really happy to see that they haven't gone full PC. But we'll really get a better idea about that once we play the game. But from the trailer itself, just looks like another classic GTA game. They haven't watered it down, at least I'm hoping. Now, the other thing that really kind of shocked me about this game is that they're saying, and I don't know if it's true, I find it actually really hard to believe, but they're saying that this game cost between $1 and $2 billion to make. So think about that. When you pick up GTA 6, if you pick up GTA 6, you might be holding $1 billion game in your hands, right? A game that cost over $1 billion to make. I find that hard to believe, but if you think about the success they've had with the past GTA games, how much money they made with GTA 5 specifically, how many years that game's been going for, all the re-releases, all the online content. I mean, it might make sense for them to dump that much money in a GTA 6, thinking that they're going to get, 10 years of revenue of money printing coming from that game. So, could be true, I don't know, but just the thought that they spent and put that much into the game really excites me for what might be in there, right? All the different things we can do in the world, all the new activities, all the new side quests. I mean, I just got a feeling that this game is going to have so much content and so much to do. So just really excited for GTA 6. And we don't know too much about the story. We know a little bit. It looks like this game actually has two different protagonists. So you have a guy, I believe Jason, and his girl, Lucia or Lucia. I don't know how to say the name, but looks like a dual protagonist game. And the vibe that I get from the trailers is really like a Bonnie and Clyde vibe between these two. So we're gonna see, what kind of story we got there. Is there gonna be some backstabbing? Heard rumors, maybe somebody's a cop, one of them is snitching. We don't know. It's all just rumors at this point, but I'm excited to see what they do there and how these two kind of stories intertwine between these two characters. I've always been more of a single player GTA guy myself. I never did too much of the online with GTA 5. I just like running through the campaign, the stories, the missions, having fun in the open world, really, because there's so much to do. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. Hopefully we'll get some jetpacks back in this game. We'll be flying some ships, driving some cool cars, but just a lot to be excited for. Returning back to Vice City in 2026. So that's my most anticipated game of the year. Really looking forward to GTA 6, but I would love to hear what games are you looking forward to this year? There's a lot of great games coming out. I named quite a few of them at the beginning of the video, but there's some other ones as well. I know there's Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined and many, many more. So definitely put me up on some games that you're looking forward to. I definitely want to expand my list, make sure I'm not missing any big releases. So drop a comment below. Let me know the game or games you're most excited for. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe for more, and have a good day.